What is going on? Like I said in the last video, we're gonna do the Pick Ems probably today, and it is today, so we're gonna do them. Week 1, very interesting. Two teams walking out undefeated. Your boy, the Philadelphia Flygons, and the Delaware Dragon Knights. Uh, and then two teams walk out defeated in the Carolina Conkelders and the Queen City Quaxies. Everyone else is 1-1, which is like you like to see that. You like to see that. So going into this week, it's gonna be very exciting. We have some really good games, and yeah, let's get into it. Um, well, I didn't start team building at all, so I don't have to leak anything because this is all week 1 stuff. So we are good. I don't have to worry about leaking shit. So let's see this. The Yampers versus the Hitmontops. It's gonna be probably week of the game on Saturday. I don't know, cause me and the Quaxies play. That's gonna be a really good one too. The Yampers team is good against the Hitmontops. Having the Gengar and the Alakazam for the Altaria Keldeo Nidoking core is absolutely gross. I think the Yampers with the Alakazam and Gengar is probably really the only team that really has a reliable kill to all three of them. So the Yampers have that going for them. Now for the Hitmontops, they probably need to bring Sableye and maybe even an Assault Vest Duraludon or a Super Spadef Zapdos to try and kill this Gengar and Alakazam because they're going to run holes through his team. I'm telling you now, they're going to run holes. Gengar and Alakazam outspeed his entire team, so Chase is probably going to bring a Choice Scarfer on someone. Really, this game is, can Herson use Gengar and Alakazam to their full potential and sweep Chase's team? Or is Chase going to have the proper measures in place to shut them down? In my opinion, I think Herson is actually going to win this one. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win 2-1. Reason I say 2-1 is because I definitely think Chase will take a game off. He had really good games last. He had a really good game last week against the Conkelders, and I think Chase will be able to take a game off. 100%. I think Hurst will take game 1, Chase will take game 2, and then Hurst will take game 3. I think that's. I think that will be that. Yeah. So now we're on to the Dragonites versus Ash Ketchums. Looking at teams, Alakazam just kind of 6-0s the Ash Ketchums. It's gonna be a rough week for Chris. He's gonna have to bring out some funky stuff to shut down the Alakazam, but yeah, it's gonna be a rough week. Well, Cresselia walls the Alakazam. There's an Alolan Muck and Spiritomb literally right there that hit Cresselia pretty hard, so I don't know. It's gonna be really tough for the Ash Ketchums. I think this is gonna be a 2-0. Ash Ketchum still new, still trying to find their footing and how to play the game. Dragonites had a solid performance, minus that 6-0 sweep in game 1 of yesterday. I think the Dragonites will be able to close this out quickly, and yeah, I just think the Dragonites with the Alakazam just kind of run holes through the Ash Ketchum, so that's that. And me versus the Queen City Quaxleys. This can be a really good one. I've had, well, Chase's team is kind of difficult, but we managed to pull through. I've had 3 really hard games in a row, and while that sucks for opening the league, it's really good because now I don't have to worry about facing them twice late, like twice back to back later in the season. So I'm getting the hard games out of the way now, and I've been winning them. So if I can beat the Quaxleys, I'm in a really good spot. Now the question is, will I? Mm, I think it's a pretty even matchup. Galvantula outspeeds my whole team, and that's an issue because it hits Victini and Gyarados pretty hard. But if I can find a reliable switch in, then we should be good. So if I were to chalk this is going to a game 3, 100% I think. Um, Question is, who do I think is gonna win? I think if I can keep the Feraligatr from getting off a couple Dragon Dances, and I can not let Scizor set up, I think I can win. Um, I think just going off last week and how he ended the week, 0-2, I think I can pull this one out 2-1. I don't think I'm gonna 2-0 him. I really don't, but I think I can definitely win this set. I also think between me and the Amper set, I'm more interested to see this one personally, but I think if we're talking about competitiveness, this is definitely going to be the set to watch on Saturday. Oh, and I forgot about the Minans and Concouters. Let's see this one. Alright, so Minans and Concouters is going to be the last game we're reviewing on Saturday. The Minans can do a lot to the Concouters. Yeah, just Galarian Zapdos in general, just there's really no switch-ins. I mean Toxapex walls it, which is really good for the Conkelders. But he's still probably, if I were to guess, he's still probably taking like 33 to 38% from a Brave Bird, so he needs to be careful, but yeah. So there is a check to the Galarian Zapdos, but for the rest of the Minans team, what does he have to kill Toxapex? I mean, he has Donphan, but he doesn't want that out into a Scald. And he got rid of Luxray for Savali, so unless he brings like Savali Lightning, I think Toxapex walls Preston's entire team. Or I think the Toxapex walls Tanner's entire team. Um Holy shit, I just am realizing that now. Um I think the Conkelders can win this. Um While the Conkelders did really struggle in their matches, I think this week, if they just let Toxapex live and just do its thing, I think the Conkelders can win. Call me crazy, since, the Minans did manage to get a win against the Quaxleys and brought me to a game 3. I don't know. I think the Conkelders have a really good team. I think the Toxapex alone just 1v6s the Minans team now that Luxray's gone. The only way that Toxapex dies is if it's Silvally Lightning or Silvally Psychic. Even then, we just switch out into something else. So yeah, I'm calling it now. This is the hot take of the week, but I think the Conkelders can beat the Minans. Tanner's team really struggles to kill that Toxapex. Alright. So now onto the Sunday games. We get the Yampers versus the Minans. Just like me in week 1, the Yampers got to go up against the Peyton Gauntlet back to back. Looking at this, let's see. Looking at this, let me see the teams. Galarian Zapdos is slower than Gengar and Alakazam, which is not good. It's slower than Tapu Koko. Yeah, so the Galarian Zapdos is most likely going to be a Choice Scarf just so it can do what it did against me in week 1 and just try to sweep the team, do as much damage. And Herson needs to find a way to get Steelix in on the bird type moves. If he brings it in against the fighting type moves, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But Steelix is going to be pretty big. And yeah, Herson needs to find a way to shut down this Galarian Zapdos, and I think he can win. I mean, there's still the issue with Mega Houndoom, which is terrifying. Man. I really don't like Herson's matchup into the Minans. The Zapdos Houndoom core just runs through his entire team. I don't think Herson's gonna find the same luck as me. I think he can beat the Hitmontops, but I think he's gonna get 2-0'd. I think he's gonna get 2-0'd by the Minans here. He's still trying to find his placement into the leech, still trying to find his footing in the competitive Pokemon and everything. So I think while he's still learning, he's gonna really struggle against his Houndoom, Galarian Zapdos. I think this is gonna be a 2-0. The Dragonites versus the Hitmontops. All right. Again, Alakazam just puts holes into this team, man. Just absolute decimates it. He's probably gonna have to bring the Sableye. Probably gonna have to bring Assault Vest Duraludon, but even then, I don't think it's taking 2 Focus Blasts, assuming he hits both. So that's an issue. It doesn't even like. I don't even think Chase brings the Altaria this game, because the Spiritomb just burns it, and the Muck just one-shots it, and the Escavalier one-shots it. If he brings Altaria, Chase has to be extremely safe in getting up those Dragon Dances, if that's the set he's bringing. But if he brings it, he really can't like do much with a DD set. I don't even think a +1 outspeeds an Alakazam, so I don't know. It's gonna be a tough week for Chase. He's still finding his footing too. It's in a rough matchup. I think the Dragonites are gonna pull out 2 2-0s this week. I think they have an easier week compared to last week, and I think they're going into ending week 2 4-0. That's what I'm predicting. The Ash Ketchums versus the Quaxleys. The Ash Ketchums don't really have an answer to the Mega Scizor or Ferrothorn. We don't have a fire type, which is a big issue. And I honestly think he brings both to shut down our fighting types. The Ash Ketchums, again, another new coach, still trying to find their place. I think this is gonna be another 2-0. I hate to keep putting these 2-0s because I really like the game 3 sets, but I really don't know what the game plan is when he brings both the Scizor and the Ferrothorn to wall our entire team, to wall the Ash Ketchum's entire team. It's gonna be tough, and yeah, I just think it's gonna be a really tough one. Going into the final match of the week, myself, the Flygons versus the Conkelders with Preston. Looking at the matchup, Beedrill really puts holes in my team, and yeah, Beedrill really just runs through my team, and that is something I don't want to see. And Volcanion really puts pressure on my team too. Gyarados, I'm assuming Gyarados is faster than Volcanion, right? Yeah, Gyarados and Victini are faster than Volcanion, so that's something. But Preston's team really puts pressure onto mine, but I think I can counter build for it. I think I'm in a good spot to beat it, but I don't think I 2-0. I think Preston can definitely take a game off of me. So I think for Sunday, this might be the only game 3, but I think I can win 2-1. I think this is definitely gonna be difficult with that Volcanion and Beedrill, but I think I have an idea of what to do to stop them. So yeah. And what else? For game of the day on Sunday, I think it's gonna be the Ampers and Minans. While I do think the Minans are gonna 2-0 the Ampers, I think it's gonna be a good set regardless. Um, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game regardless. Definitely a tough game for the Empress to win, but I think he can. I think he can make it competitive. Yeah. So these are the predictions going into week 2. I think both me and the Dragon Knights are still going to be undefeated going into week 3. And yeah, everyone else is just going to do their thing. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you don't like the pick'ems, you can bitch at me in the Discord. If you like them, cool. I'm glad you have a good take. And yeah, that is all I'm doing.